Well, good afternoon to you. Welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. How y'all? Prop man's gonna get fired here again. Happens all the time. A good Thursday afternoon to you. How y'all doing this afternoon? Thing going pretty good here. Just time to get ready for work and whatnot. Got my old cup of coffee going. I picked up something a little different the other day because I like the name of it. No Surrender. The most rev coffee. And it's a stout dark roast. It doesn't have chicory, but it's a stout dark roast. I think they had said it had extra caffeine maybe. I don't know. But anyway, it's a stout dark roast and it tastes good, but yeah, I miss the chicory, so I probably won't buy anymore. I got another one on the shelf called Death Wish, and it looks really interesting, but it's just a really stout dark roast. So what they used to call a bold in Keurig, they put extra coffee in it and they called it bold. But anyway, haven't tried it, might not try it because it's hard to get away from the French market and the Cafe Bustelo and things that I already like, so I'm just kind of that way. Alright, so for today, Michael, y'all been reading his comments and he sent me some stuff, sent me a bunch of stuff actually. It's really nice of him. And so we're gonna use some of the Michael stuff today. We're gonna use some other stuff that I was given. So we'll start with soap. This is ZuZu's, Z-U-Z-U, that's how I'm reading it. ZuZu's Petals, Essence of Rose Petals. And I wet the face here, and it said it's a coconut oil. I like coconut oil soaps. It's really nice. The first thing you notice when you open it up is it is a nice rose scent. My mom would have absolutely loved that, because as everybody remembers, my mom loved roses. That's one of the reasons I really like rose soaps, so, whatever. And we're going to completely blow the rose thing because I don't have rose aftershave. Michael had sent some. Unfortunately, the bottle didn't survive the South Louisiana mail. We use three-legged alligators around here to deliver mail, and they get rough sometimes. But thank you for the effort, Michael, and I appreciate everything. I'll say that several times before this is over with. So anyway, Jayara from the Shaved In and Toast, or the official brush maker of Toast, I call him, he accidentally ordered some wood blanks that weren't as big as what he normally does. So what he did was he pretty much handmade, if I remember correctly, with the Dremel and everything, some little travel brushes, wee little travel brushes. I don't know what they're here. I'll compare them to the Toast. This is the Toast Limited Edition. This is the wee little travel brush. And I had mentioned something about, ooh, that looks neat. I'd like to have one, save me one, or whatever, and he sent me one. That's just the kind of guy he is. So this is the JR 361, and it's a little travel version with a little synthetic tuxedo brush. Very dense little brush, very tightly packed, and we're going to see how it does with the ZuZu's Petal. So we're going to try out a new soap and a new brush. Usually when you're trying out new stuff, you try out one thing at a time with something that you know. No, we're not going to do that today. We're not going to do that at all, because we're not through with new stuff yet. You just thought we were through with new stuff yet. So along with everything else that Michael sent me, he knows that, or I've been mentioning something about I like some slant razors now, and he's the one that sent me the Starring, you'll remember, which is on a pass around. It should be coming back home before long, and then we'll get the Starring that's home shave. So Phoenix Shaving Alpha Elliptic. I believe that you shaved with the Bakelite version of this one the other day, Jill. And Michael sent me, what is this? Ionized aluminum, is that what they call it? So I'll get a shave in with that one day. Not today. He also sent me the Bakelite. I've already got a blade in this one because I had to see how the blade worked. The Bakelite PAA Slant. And I love everything Bakelite. I really do. I'm a Bakelite fan. So he sent me that one. So we'll get around to shaving with that one day. Not today. But wait, there's more. So he sent me this one. This is the one we're going to use today. So he told me that this is the Superlite Slant from Fine Accoutrements. And I probably said that wrong because I tried to do accoutrements before and probably it was wrong then too. So I'm thinking this is plastic. I don't think it's Bakelite. think it's plastic, and it's got a metal insert in the handle, and it's got a metal insert on the cap. and it's really light. And I'm thinking this is like a really fun looking razor. It really is. I love little light plastic type razors and different things, and I also love all my old vintage stuff, but just something fun about playing with these. That yeah, I'm not much into newfangled stuff. Obviously, I like all my new stuff is usually just remakes of old stuff. That's all it is in this business, and that's okay. But when someone gives you something that's fun to play with, you play with it, right? So I had also noticed the other day that I've been getting above my razor and razor blades. I've been using all these quality, people call quality blades that were given to me. I don't buy them. So I thought today I'd go and drop the dispenser down in the sink and get all the blades wet at once. That's nice. Anyway, it's not gonna hurt anything. They're stainless double-edged blades. So anyway, one of the dispensers from the either the dollar store or the grocery store right here. Actually, there's no markings on it to show exactly if it's old ASR blades or what it is. But anyway, it's one of the dollar store blades. And the neat thing about it is, blades are blades, razors are razors, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to put our little 3-piece thing together here. The 3-piece slant. We'll screw a handle in on it. Let's see what it looks like when we tighten it down. Amazingly enough, it looks like a razor. Alright, so there we go. We got a blade in the fine Aquaments Superlite slant. And Michael tells he's even got the F on the end there for fine. But anyway, there you go. Am I getting in focus, Jill? Can you see this one this time? Jill whined about my focus last time. Said I didn't have the focus. I don't know. You know, it's just a cell phone. It's what I can do. No, Jill didn't actually whine. She was nice enough to point it out. Alright, there we go. There we go. Alright, sip the coffee here again, and away we're going to go. It does absolutely no good to soak a synthetic brush. We're not going to soak a synthetic brush. It's like flipping blades on a razor. I believe people actually do that. People actually think, some people actually think, that if you take a razor blade and you flip it, you're going to get more life out of the blade. That's okay. Some people believe in Bigfoot too. Alrighty. So, we'll get the brush down. The JR 361, a little travel brush. Now this could be a pretty good travel razor and brush setup. I think we're going to do that here before long. I think we're going to have some time. We're going to get a little of this cream. Now this cream has really got a nice consistency to it. It's easy to load here. I could scoop it out on my finger and just, we could just put some around on the face here. We don't particularly have to build it in the brush. We can do that. There's several different ways to get cream onto your face. We're going to do it this way. We're going to put a little bit more, make sure that we got plenty, because I haven't used this soap yet. I tend to overuse, probably. First time I use a soap, I probably tend to put too much on, and that's okay. Alright, so there we go. We got some soap on. Nice consistency soap. Oh, the scent's good. Alright, a little more dampness on the brush, and here we go. But what I was saying was, I might just break out some what could be used as travel sets and play around with some different travel setups. I hadn't done that in a while. I've got several razors it could be. Now the first thing I'm going to notice is this little brush is really dense. So it's going to take more water, feels like. So that's easy to do. It's not hard, even when you're face lathering. People holler they want to lather in a bowl so they can get the consistency, and then you can still do that face lathering. You just get it going, and as you need it, you add water. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. But now I don't know, because that's why I say that normally when you're doing new stuff, you just change one thing at a time. I jumped in with both. Now I'm not sure if it's the fact that the soap needs more water, or if this little dense brush just needs more water. But it doesn't matter. All about technique, right? We're going to get off on that. I think this is a good time to display that. And when you have good technique, you adjust. Alright, it doesn't matter whether it's the soap needs more water or the brush needs more water. You just keep adding water till the lather gets to where you want it. Sounds simple, right? Alright, Oh, it's a nice smelling rose. It's a definitely a different rose scent from the Sterling or the Soap Commander or the other ones that I have actually. So it's actually a more of a, like I say, it's more of a rose petal. It's more of a refined scent maybe. Alright, it's very nice, by the way. Very nice. Alright, look at that lather. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, if you're looking for buttercream, I'm going to disappoint you every time anyway. Really, yeah. Alright. Got hands off a little bit for the old plastic razor here. Let's give it a go and see what we get. Get a little dampness on the razor. Make sure everything's tightened up. Now these razors leave the ends of the blade, so be careful with that, because I can tell you there's absolutely no doubt if you get too close to an ear, it'll scratch. Really. No doubt. So, I don't know about y'all, but I'm blind as a bat without contacts or something. That was almost an across the grain to start with, wasn't it? Me sitting here talking this running razor all over the place. That's all right. We'll go back to the with the grain on the first one. We don't freak anybody out. But anyway, I'm blind as a bat without something. So I got up a little while ago. I was going to get my coffee started and everything. Put my glasses on, and I'm walking through my bedroom into the living room area here, my little one bedroom den. And I reach up to adjust my glasses, and my lens falls out. Just boop, away it went. That ain't good. So, I picked the lens up, and I immediately put my hand over where the screw is, and sure enough, the screws come loose, which is the best thing that could happen. It wasn't that I broke a frame. I've had these frames a long time. I tend to use things until they fall apart. But anyway, it wasn't that I broke a frame. Screw just came loose. Imagine that fuzzy had a screw loose. Who'd have thunk it, huh? So, I'm going to stop to demonstrate this, because to me it's most last thing in the world. So I'm extremely nearsighted. I can see literally right here. I can't see over there. I bump into walls and doors and stuff. So I've got my glasses, and I'm sitting here, and I remember that I've got a little screwdriver set by my chair in the living room. So I went, and I literally have to sit and put my eyes right down on what I'm looking for to find it. So I get that, and then I'm trying to put it back together, and I literally have to hold it like right here to work on it. Anyway, long story short, after messing with it, I finally got the screw back in. But anybody that would have been watching probably got the biggest kick in the world out of the blind guy, holding stuff right up, I mean literally right here, so that I could get that screw back in. Just the adventures of an old guy with glasses. At least I remembered where I had my little screwdriver set. That ironically, or incidentally, not ironically, but incidentally, if you'll remember, I've got my grandfather's 1957 Super Speed. Well, that little set of Craftsman little mini screwdrivers, it's got the handle in the middle, and then it's got the several different little screwdriver heads around it, also came from my grandfather. So there he goes, saved the day. Because I know somewhere around here I have one of those little eyeglass repair kits, and I couldn't tell you where it is. Actually, I think it's out in my expedition. But anyway, I couldn't really tell you where it is, so, you know, good thing I remembered where Grandpa's was. All right. First pass was very nice, so let's get the true across the grain here. I mean, you know, a slant razor, this is like the third one I've used. And they're kind of a solution that doesn't really have a problem. I don't think there's any particular grand need for a slant razor. They don't do it's not a silver bullet. They don't really shave better, different, easier. It's a razor than a regular, but they're fun. I mean, really, I enjoy shaving with slant razors. I have to admit that of two-sided thingies, But Slants I really love. And as far as new stuff goes, I'm not much on new stuff. I've said that 3 million times. But these newfangled slant things that coming out with, especially these little plastic things, they're not trying to reinvent the wheel particularly. You're taking a slant and they're making it out of plastic so that it's nice and light. It's really neat, and this one is really neat. And thoroughly enjoying the shave, Michael. Thank you. But they're just neat, so. There we go. Well, that's a nice cleanup around the goatee, and I ain't even finished up yet. Look at that shave. I don't know if you can tell looking at it. It's a nice shave. I'm really enjoying this. Really am. So, someone made a statement the other day that I really agree with. They were talking about how they shave with different type of razors, and they had just not real long ago, from my understanding, gotten into single edge and had gotten into injector razors first, and then I think they got some single edge razors. But anyway, and they made a statement about how fun it was to just be able to randomly pick up a razor and get a good shave out of it. I totally agree with that. That is absolutely an outstanding statement. If I ever get to travel anywhere, if I get off the beaten path and, something happens and I need to use a razor, whatever they have, as long as it's sharp, I can probably shave with it. Nothing else, I can take a blade and glue it to a stick. Shave with a blade glued on a stick. I got a video of that. I think I got a couple of videos of that, but I know I got one video of that. But anyway, so look at there. What we've come up with while we've been sitting there talking was one of the top class shaves from a two-sided thingy, no less. The Superlite Slant from Fine Aquaments. I don't know, I just like saying that. That'll probably be my word for today. I think last time I was shaving with something, I think it was Phoenix Artesian Aquaments. But anyway, I think that word was like stuck with me all day once I started using it all night, probably, because I was probably working a night shift. Alrighty. Get a little bit of that good old witch hazel on. Feel I need that one's need a little extra cleanup for some reason right in front of this ear. I must have been talking, not paying a lot of attention. Go down under the jaw line. We're going to come back up here and come down. Now this razor would do fine if you like to buff. Look at that. Look at that blade buffing. You want blade buff? Slant does fine blade buffing, just like everything else. No problem there. You want to go against the grain some? Check this out. Look at that. Further going against the grain with a slant razor. However, I don't want to do that much because you really don't need it. But just to show you, it is a nice, nimble little razor. Nothing wrong with a light razor. I love these people that holler, oh yeah, you gotta have a heavy razor. You don't have a heavy razor, then it makes you put too much pressure, and then you don't get the cut, and then you have to use extra. And no, you don't. I probably just offended like 10 people. Probably did. If I offended you, my apologies. It is not my goal to offend you. My goal is for people who don't do this all the time, or just getting started, or having problems with things, to understand that your equipment is not your problem most of the time. It's your hands. Call it technique. So there we go. We're going to finish up with what Bama Samurai over at the Shave did. Really good guy, that Samurai. Calls a heroic finish. Special reserve. Now, this is a little travel thingy I had, so I just got it out because I was playing with the brush. And we're going to dribble on some special reserve, which I think I used not too terribly long ago, but there's a reason I use this stuff. Ooh, boy, get that Indiana Jones feeling with the leather jacket and the motorcycle and flying in the DC-3s and the snakes and the bullwhips and shooting a guy with a sword. You know, Indiana Jones. You know where I'm going with this. Absolutely, that's where you go. Well, there we go. Michael, hey. Michael, wake up. Hey. Thank you, my friend. That right there was one fine. You know, I didn't really plan that. It just kind of worked that way. But that was one fine shave right there with the Superlite Slant from Fine Aquaments. And the ZuZu's Petals. I like it. I'll be using this more. Coconut oil soap. I like coconut oil soap. It's just fine. But there it is. I know nothing about the soap. Absolutely nothing other than I like it. What I read on it, essence of rose petals. And it said it's got coconut oil and glycerin and all kinds of good stuff in there that I can't pronounce and don't want to pronounce. ZuZu's Petals. How you like it? And that looks like George. I forget what character he played. But anyway, the movie guy there. Yes. Anyway, Christmas story thingy. He played it. You know what I'm talking about? Okay. Anyway, we're going to leave on that note. Wow, 20-minute video. I don't remember last time I made a 20-minute video. Sorry, guys. I usually try to keep it down like 15, but, you know, it was a great shave. What can you say? JR travel brush. JR, thing works great. It really does. I'm going to play with it some more. I think it's probably going to need a little more water at times than brushes I normally use, but hey, that's all right. We got water. No problem at all. And matter of fact, we're going to do a bottled water shave. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do the old bottled water, maybe even canteen or something like that for a camping shave, we're going to call it. I'm going to break out one of my shave kits I would take. And we'll do that here before too long. But before we do all that, we're probably going to play with the rest of these razors that Michael sent. Because, you know, I'm that kind of guy. Now we're up to 21 minutes. This is getting to be a long video. Sorry about that. Look, y'all have a great day. I got to go get ready for work and get out and make another night of it so that I can pay a few bills. I think I'm off the weekend. So we'll see what happens there. And that does mean that I'll get some stuff mailed out to people who've been waiting on going, gee, I wonder if Buddy's going to mail that out. Buddy said he was going to mail that out. He told me he was going to mail that out. I wonder if he's going to mail that out. I'm going to mail that out. Y'all have a great day. We'll talk to you later. And remember, happy shaves to you.